Leo, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So, Leo, today in today's reading, I'm going to give you a couple cards from the Oracle, do your reading, and then clarify it. So, let us get started on your reading. So, do remember that there are a lot of energies that are going on around us. So, and some of it, could be very harsh, very harsh. A lot of things are changing. So, just be aware and get grounded, okay, you guys? So, let's see, two cards for Leo for their highest good. Do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Oh, three of them came out, so I'm just going to go ahead and take all three. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so wow. Okay, so you have taking shelter. The answers are definitely within. Definitely. This card always reminds me of the Hermit card. So remember to follow your light, to know that no matter what, you do have the answers within. You do know what you're doing. You also have unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. So no matter what circumstances, if they're hard, you can always get through them, okay? And you are definitely being divinely guided. With this one, it says desert passage. Trust that there is a divine plan. Maybe you're feeling like, you're stuck, or you're being feeling like, nothing's going right. Just know that even though you can't see what's up ahead, know that there is definitely a divine plan for you, okay? You do have, do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages here. I don't know why. I understand. I know I'm getting a lot of downloads, but it's like they're coming in very quickly. Okay, so here we go. All right, Spirit, this is for Leo, for the highest good. One card for the current. You have the Lover's card. There could be a decision that you're making. They're asking you to really trust the process on something, so we'll see. Could be somebody who's very close to you also, that you're making a decision. Trust the process on things and really communicate better also, I feel, with the Lover's card. There could be some kind of attraction here also. One for the situation. Seven of Swords. Wow, okay. Seven of Swords has been coming out a lot, so I'm just letting you know, be careful on who you're trusting. Be careful on what you're saying. Just be careful with everything in general, because it is about cheating. It's about stealing. It's about betrayal, okay? Deceit, whatever you want to call it. It's a not good card, okay? So, one for the, or somebody could be trying to get away with something also, as they're saying. One for the past or now. You have the Two of Cups. There's a decision here that you are definitely trying to contemplate here. Very strong decision. I feel like there is an offer there too. Also, there was an offer presented to you, I think, for some of you guys, and I feel like you're making a decision about it. I think it has to do with your relationship, or it has to do with work. One for what's hidden. You have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands says that you're definitely moving forward. They're asking you to embrace the truth about something. What is it that you need to embrace or admit about something? There's changes here. There's messages coming through also. See if we can see all the cards here. One for the hopes and the fears. Ten of Swords. Something has come to an end, definitely. Wow. Okay. Something has come to an end. I'm going to move that up a little bit. Something has come to an end. Something like whatever obstacle you're going through, or something is just coming to an end. One for the what you need to do now. The Ten of Wands. I feel like you're carrying a lot on your shoulders. You're very, you're being weighed down. You're extremely tired. You're wanting to do this, wanting to do that, but you're just like very tired about something. Very exhausted, maybe about everything that's been going on. Maybe you're exhausted about, your health, or you're exhausted about work, or you're exhausted about just doing the things that you're needing to do. One for what you need to work on. The Six of Pentacles. Maybe you're needing to be more giving, or maybe you need to set boundaries on being so overly giving on things. Because I do feel like at times you can be overly giving. Very generous with your time, your time, and also too maybe you've been giving a lot of yourself or money. Something about money also, or you're wanting some kind of money. One for the what the outcome? Why is the outcome here? Wow. A five of one. So there is definitely some kind of anger and some kind of frustration going on. Definitely a lot of arguing. For the end of the tarot deck, you are definitely tired. You're trying to juggle everything, trying to keep things balanced. They're asking you to take it easy. You do have the Star card. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, or just needing to have your hope and your faith. Okay, really have hope, really have faith on everything that's going on in your life, no matter what, if good or bad. Okay, keep your faith. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Really nurture yourself. Also, you are the resourcer. You are the money maker. There are definitely opportunities around you to make the money that you're wanting. Always knowing how to create what it is that you're wanting to do. Wow. Really nurture yourself also at the same time. All right, so Leo, let's do this. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Leo. This is for Leo. Spirit for their highest good. This is for Leo. Okay, let's see. Let me scoot this over here a little bit more so you can see all the cards and they don't look so crowded. Okay. All right, so yeah, that looks good. Okay, so like I said, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. It's just for Leo, Leo, Leo. Why is the Lovers here for Leo? All right, so for some of you guys, I feel like there could be some kind of attraction going on. I feel like at times you could also be feeling stuck, or there's some kind of pattern that you continuously repeat. I feel like you're very overwhelmed with a lot that's been going on in your life. They're asking you that there's a decision that you're definitely going to have to make very soon. They're asking you to trust the process on things, but that for you to try your best to leave these patterns behind, because you do have a Devil card here. Devil card is talking about that you could be feeling stuck at times, feeling that I feel like you're needing to really try to get away from all this, like a lot of commotion or a lot of things that are going on in your mind, and rest. I feel like you're very divinely guided, but that I feel like you're needing to take some time for yourself and really nurture yourself. Really take the time to go within, because you do have the answers within you, and there are times that you're not really seeing very clearly, because there is habits or patterns that you keep repeating here. Okay, and I feel like you're trying your best to overcome them. You're trying your best to move forward from them, but you're also needing to really rest. Okay, and that's what they're saying. Really nurture yourself. I also feel like at times you have been praying for things, for different things. I don't know who this is for, but this is for somebody. You've been praying about the things that have been going on in your life, wanting to break these habits or these patterns, or even been feeling stuck. Maybe you're asking for a breakthrough. You have the Seven of Swords here for the situation, and why I feel like you're needing to really nurture yourself, though. Really sleep, really get rest up, really gather your inner peace. Okay. You have the Seven of Swords here for the situation. One more card. There's definitely some kind of situation here that's going on. There's a decision that you're making. I feel like there were times when you do feel like you were betrayed, or you're going through a betrayal right now. Like you felt like somebody did something very wrong to you, and it's almost as if, you can't seem to move forward from it. Maybe there was an offer that you shouldn't have taken, or maybe there was something that you should have looked at better. Okay. And that's what they're saying, because there is a decision that you're making. There could have been some kind of offer that came through, or maybe you're waiting on an offer and it didn't come through, and you feel like, you were betrayed, or that you were passed up, or something like that. I feel like you're needing to leave whatever situation it was behind, okay? And I feel like you're needing to just move on and go forward from whatever it is that you've been dealing with. Situations, betrayal, cheating, lied to, somebody trying to get away with something. I feel like you're needing to leave that behind, because it does show here that with the Six of Swords that, it doesn't matter anymore. It's time to leave it behind. Whether it was a good offer or a relationship, whatever it was, it's time to leave it behind, Leo. Um, wow. So, you have the Two of Cups here, and like I said, the Two of Cups could have been some kind of offer. I do believe that it's now, because I feel like you're contemplating something here, some kind of offer, and I feel like you're going to be walking away from something, Leo. Um, so I feel like you're just making some kind of decision here about walking away. You have the Eight of Wands here, and why is the Eight of Wands here for the what's hidden? So with the Eight of Wands, this is something that you're not seeing. You're definitely going to be moving forward. I feel like you're definitely embracing and admitting a lot of things right now. Like you're embracing the truth about everything that has been going on, and you're seeing a lot. But I feel like you're moving forward, and things are going to change for you, and there's going to be unexpected messages coming in also. I feel like you have a very loving, nurturing energy. The Empress is here. She knows how to create the abundance that she needs. There's opportunities around you. There's going to be opportunities for you, so just don't give up on anything. I feel like there's a brand new energy here that you're going through, like this transformation where you're seeing more clearly now, because there is also the World card here, and that's new experiences coming in, that's happiness coming in, that's nurturing, loving, feeling better, feeling good, wanting to move forward, to pursue something, to put your energy into things that are going to make you happy. And I feel like it's there. Like this is something that you're not going to see, but it's going to come through. Okay. So just know that. You're not going to be feeling like all this, feeling stuck, not knowing what to do next, because it's going to come in and you're going to see it. You're going to be like, wow. Um, so you have the Ten of Swords here. And why is the Ten of Swords here? So the Ten of Swords is talking about that something did come to an end, that it could have been painful, very painful for you, you know, um, and it is, but you need to think positive now about the things that have been going on in your life, whether they were good or bad, and you just need to move on from it. You need to really think positive and things, because you do create that world around you. And remember, you are manifesting right now. Um, the manifestations that we think about, they have to be good, because if not, they're going to come in bad. If you're thinking like nothing ever works out for you, then that's what's going to happen, that nothing ever works out for you. So they're asking you to really think positive, that remember that you do have all the tools to create the world around you that you're wanting. They're also asking you to really communicate better. You know how to do things. You have the Nine of Pentacles here also, and the Nine of Pentacles says trust yourself in the things that you're doing, because you have done so much. You achieved so much. You're very independent. You know what you're doing. You make the money. You bring in the resources that you're needing. You plant the seed and you flourish it. You know what you're needing to do all the time. So think positive, okay? And really speak positive about things, no matter what. You're also very smart here. Trust yourself in everything that you're doing. You have the Ten of Wands here, and what you need to do now. Oh, you have the Six of Pentacles again. Nice. So, with the Ten of Wands here, I do feel like, you've been carrying a lot on your shoulders. You've been carrying problems and illnesses and not feeling right. You've been just carrying a lot. You're tired. You're extremely exhausted. And it catches up to us all the time, right? You want to do everything. You want to try to do this. You want to do that. But you can't. Or you try to do it, and it's just so exhausting. Set boundaries. It's time for you to set boundaries, Leo. There is definitely a new path coming in. There's breakthroughs. You're seeing very clearly, and you will see very clearly. There's going to be breakthroughs coming in for you, new things coming in. So you stand strong. Also, I feel like there's a truth coming in also, that you're going to see the truth in everything that has been happening, and you're going to understand why things have happened the way they are happening. You're very loving, very giving. People are going to give to you, and you're going to be very generous with what you have. Like you always are. Leos are very generous. They're like, they could take off the shirt off their back and say, "Here you go. This is for you." And then just be like that. And I do feel like there is abundance coming in for you. Um, but I also feel like you need to set boundaries on things. Like there is such a thing as overly giving, okay? And it may not be money that you give. It could be that you're doing so much. Like you're constantly doing, and you really need to back off and set boundaries, okay? Because you're not a machine, you're not a robot. You're not, you don't have batteries that you can take out. You're just very, very exhausted. And you to really need to take the time to set boundaries so that you can really catch up on your nurturing, okay? And they're also saying also too that this new path is going to bring you some good things, okay? So just know that. You have the Six of Pentacles here and what you need to work on a card. You see there's the Six of Pentacles is in the what you need to work on. So there's things that you're like overly doing, okay? Like I said, maybe you're giving a lot of yourself, always being that giver. I'll do it. I'll do this. I'll do that. And sometimes you gotta really like be careful with that. Okay. I feel like at times you're very disconnected, not really wanting to participate in things, not really wanting to do something, not really being focused. And they're asking you to really try to be focused. Okay. I know you're like dealing with a lot of stuff, but you still need to be focused because there are opportunities around you. You're just not really seeing them because you're disconnected. There's abundance, there's money opportunities, there's just opportunities around you. So really start focusing on things, okay? Try to focus on the good instead of the bad, because I feel like you're always seeing, well, nothing works out. It's like you have that mentality where you're disappointed all the time. I feel like there's cycles that are coming to a close in your life because things have ended and you're definitely moving forward. Okay. So there's things that you're needing to work on. Go with the flow on things. There's new experiences trying to come in, new path trying to come in. You have the Five of Wands here, Leo, and why is the Five of Wands here? Look at that. That's nice. I feel like with the Five of Wands that you still have that anger, still feeling like uh, frustrated, with a lot of things. Remember that it's up to you to take control of the things that are going on in your life. Okay. I do feel like there's movement here, moving forward. I feel like you could be moving from place to place, resident to resident. Also feel like there's traveling here for you guys, so it's good. Very nice. Taking charge of everything that's going on in your life. You do have the Lover's card here, and I do feel like there's some kind of attraction here to someone, or they could be attracted to you, but definitely there is a relationship here, where it's starting, like it's a start of a relationship. I feel like you need to trust the process on everything that's going on, that you are very divinely guided. I feel also, too, that there is a decision that you're contemplating here also. Remember not to let your emotions get in the way of doing things. Wow. All right. So, Leo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.